Hi, it's just me again. I haven't actually made a video in a little over a week, I think. Um, like I said, this month is going to be hard for the boys and I, and other people, so I've been, trying to think of coping skills because, of course, you get depressed when it comes to certain times of the year and all. But anyway, I was sitting there thinking about coping skills, and that's what I was talking about before. And I found myself the other day having a kind of pretty depressed day. And I'm not quite sure if it was really because of the fact of what month it was or anything like that. But I started thinking, about just all this crazy stuff with the pressure and having a hard day, just to say the least. So, with all that going on, I tend to think a lot with my anxieties. And something popped in my mind that I thought I should share. We all, or most of us, I could say a good amount of us at least, have at least one person in our life that we would do anything for. I mean, our love is so strong that we would do literally anything. If we had to, we would die for them. We would sacrifice ourselves to save and protect them. And I started thinking about the people in my life that mean the world to me, that I would die to protect. And it reminded me of the times where I wanted to give up. And that day was being particularly not really the easiest. I could, I guess, associate with the feeling of wanting to just literally end my life. And I heard in my head, or my, whatever you want to call it, if you love these people in your life, especially your children, to the point that you would give up your life for them, that is a love that is so intense. You would do anything for them. Then why can't you, when you feel down, remember that love? And even though you don't feel it at the moment, and you have this persistent nagging in the back of your head of all the things going wrong in your life, and the reason why you want to end it, and why you feel trapped, it might be hard for you to feel it, but you need to remember, your love is so strong. You will die for these people to protect them, to keep them safe. That when you find yourself at a vulnerable spot, you need to remind yourself of that love. Because if you could die to protect them, then you can live to protect them. And I found that really, just really hit me. And I wanted to share it because I've never really seen it put that way. When we're at our lowest moments, we tend to forget some things. We tend to, you know, be so wrapped up in the pain or the situation that you're in that you don't get to see. You don't understand at that moment, I guess, how powerful your love really is. I mean, so if you could write it down or just as a reminder, and I did it myself, because like I said, I have ideations and stuff, and I wouldn't say I'm suicidal, but I wrote it down and I actually shared it a couple of times in like a quote kind of form. But it would make sense that if you would die for a person, that no matter how much that pain is aching, and no matter how much you hurt, that you have to make a decision, just like you would in a situation, that you would have to make the choice to die for them, to protect them. You have to make a choice that when you're feeling down and you're low and you want to give up and you're sick of the pain and you feel trapped, you got to consciously choose to live to protect them. It just makes sense because your love's that strong. If you would die for them, then you should live for them. I don't know. I just thought that would be, something I would share. Something that I now constantly remind myself when I get depressed. When I give up. When I want to throw the towel in. That I don't think we give love the credit that it's deserved. And if you could hold steadfast to that truth that you get from love, then hold fast to it and remind yourself love is so much stronger than what we would give it credit. I mean, I've heard stories and I've seen things where people, have actually sacrificed their lives for their loved ones and even for strangers. But the point is, if you could just remind yourself of those moments of the people that you would die for in your life, and you could just focus on that love, that protection, that instinct to protect them at all costs. If you remind yourself of that, then you should know that the choice is obvious. You gotta live. You gotta fight. Because if you would die for them, wouldn't it just make sense? Doesn't it just make sense that you would live for them, to protect them, the same way you would do if you would have to die? I don't know. Just think about it. I just thought I'd share. I mean, I hope it helps. It helped me. I mean, basically, mostly everything that I do is really a coping mechanism anyway for me. And I figure making videos or making posts, with things and my experiences help me and they help others, and helping seems to be a great coping skill, then it's just a win-win-win. We're all in this together. We all have our struggles, and I imagine, and I've seen so many stories from other people that I figured sharing would just possibly help. Just help people. Help anyone who feels any way that I've felt. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever. Right? Bye.